that is? Ladder Canyon? Anybody ever been there or anything?
Nah.
Okay. Lattercanyon. What does it mean? Oh, thank you. Sorry, I missed the letter. Ladder Canyons is like this massive crevice of rock that stretches up to about 3 stories high, and there's a bunch of turns and windy closeness, and it's just like an area that water has created that's just caved in and everything. But here's the thing. This is how God shows me that I am a very stupid creation without Him in my life. Because quite frankly, I'm stupid. We're all really stupid because, you know, the Word says we're born into sin, okay? We're born into it. There's no escaping it. There's no looking behind it. We're all born stupid compared to, like, the archangels and the heavenly hosts and God and Jesus and all of creation that is in the heavenlies. They just look, and I can just picture, like, the angels looking down at us saying, look at those humans. How is it possible that they don't believe that Jesus is the Savior? How is it possible that they don't believe that Jesus came? I mean, look at them. I mean, He came down, and that's what Christmas was all about that we celebrated last week. Why did we celebrate Christmas? Because Jesus was born into the world, right? And it's God made into flesh. That's the sacrifice that Jesus made for us at Christmas. And really, you can't have Easter without Christmas. But the reason why God came is because He wanted to heal His creation. He wanted us to have a personal connection with God. And without that, we really are just stupid creations, really. I mean, if you look at Leviticus chapter 11, there's a verse in there where it's listing the Levitical law handed down by Moses. You all know who Moses is, right? Oh, come on. Who knows Moses? Show of hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
My neighbor?
Okay, so we do know who Moses is, right? He was a prophet of the Most High God. He handed down the 10 Commandments to his nation Israel, okay? And why did God give us the commandments? Why did God give us the Levitical law? Okay, here's the reason. We're stupid. Without that law that God created for us, we were just running around crazy and just doing really crazy stuff. I mean, if you really want to see what mankind was like before God and before His law, really look at the Old Testament. Go to Genesis. Go to Exodus, because we are really messed up people without God. And in Leviticus chapter 11, there's a verse that says, "You shall not eat bats." You shall not eat bats. Don't eat bats. Now, for God to say, don't eat bats, what does that say about us in our lives? Seriously, that He has to tell us, look, don't eat bats. Seriously. I mean, you don't see a person coming into church and saying, oh, brothers and sisters, I'm really struggling with this sin. This sin is really consuming my life and it's taking me away from my Lord. I just really want to eat bats. I love those buffalo wings. They're just so good and I'm really struggling with this sin. No, we don't say that. Who wants to eat a bat? Seriously. I mean, when I was in Korea, I ate dog and I ate horse. Now that makes perfect sense, okay? But eating a bat, I don't want to eat a bat. But that's what God has to do with us because we're just born stupid. We want to do these things that are just not good for us. And in the Levitical law, God is handing down to us instructions. You know what Bible stands for? You know what Bible stands for? The acronym? You don't know what it means? Okay, so Bible, B-I-B-L-E, okay? Basic instructions before leaving earth, okay? The Bible is your instruction manual to prepare you to be welcomed into the presence of God, okay? Now, I just want to see if I can paint a clear picture of who Jesus is. Now, can anyone tell me what Jesus looks like? Yeah, what do you think Jesus looks like? What do you think He looks like? What? A really hairy dude? Okay, what does Jesus look like?
He has a big mustache. That's mine.
A big mustache?
Also, he has the eyes of God, and he has a big hairy head.
Okay.
And then he has long hair like a girl's.
So you're saying he has hair like Kim Tae-hee? Is that what you're saying?
He works
Okay. Well, who else?
He wears white.
He wears white? He wears white. Okay. What? What was that?
Why did it white?
What does Jesus look like? Come on, give me more ideas.
He's a Jewish person.
He's a Jewish guy. Okay, that's not what he looks like. That's what he practices, but good, close. What?
His skin is
How do you know?
regular skin.
Regular skin. I should hope it's regular. I really would hope that, because he only died in his 30s. So what does Jesus look like? Anyone else? Anyone else?
He has blue eyes.
Blue eyes. Okay.
Brown hair.
Brown hair.
He has
Okay.
a big nostril.
He has a big nostril. He has a big nose. Well, you know, I'm not going to poke a joke at the Jewish people, but they are common for having big noses. So
He's 6'2".
he's 6'2". He's 6'2". He's a tall guy. Wow. Okay.
That's our ideal man.
I think you're painting a picture of like the perfect husband, so I don't think that's what you're doing. But let me just take some time to tell you what Jesus looks like, okay? Because we, being stupid creations, can't really conceive what the Son of God could possibly look like, okay? And there's not much of a description. There's just like a good painted picture and everything. But Jesus was perfect, okay? Jesus is perfect. He is the strength of a man, but as gentle as a woman. He has peace in his heart, and he has joy. He has love. He has understanding. And what I can see Jesus as, in my own mind, is just this big, muscular, huge dude that's 7'2", and he looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's what Jesus looks like to me. But I think that Jesus is the embodiment of everything perfect and everything loving and everything beautiful that God created on this earth. So how is it that we can possibly conceive the Lord when we are so lowly of a creation? Okay? It's my